I'm at Data Centers Europe 2012 in Nice, and I'm with Laurent Vernerey, who's Executive Vice President for Schneider Electric's IT business. Laurent, in your presentation this morning, you showed a rather interesting video about the 5 megatrends affecting the IT space now. Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about how Schneider Electric are helping companies, customers, to remain adaptable to such rapidly changing and evolving markets?
Yeah, I think when we look at those trends, we see such a massive change happening that we believe that the first thing we've done was to reorganize actually our businesses to be focusing on some specific end user segments. So the first thing is know our customers' business. This is the first thing, and that's the first responsibility of a business. Second of all, specialize ourselves into making sure that we understand the key customer issues that our customers are facing. And third, make available the resources. And fourth, create an ecosystem of innovation, an ecosystem where we are working not only ourselves internally, but with other companies to make sure that this innovation continues to be there.
What sort of difference is that going to make to customers of Schneider Electric as they come to a business which now, if you like, has become more of a solutions provider than a point or product provider?
Yeah, I think the first thing is that a customer will see that they have in front of them somebody who understands their business. I think that would be the first element of the value proposition. The second thing is that they would find a person that is helping represent the full portfolio of Schneider Electric and kind of removing some of the complexity of dealing with multiple elements of the organization. And I think, third of all, I think a customer would also see that our main focus is on energy management and is focused on its direct problems.
In one of the presentations earlier today, in fact I think it was Aaron Davis was talking about the movement away from CapEx-based economies towards OpEx-based economies. How far do you think customers will turn or are turning to established brands like Schneider Electric to trust them for bigger solutions?
I think it's going to be a question first on the speed. It's going to be a question of how first we demonstrate that we are able to standardize our solution. I think the transformation from one model to another is a question of us demonstrating that we can first of all be involved earlier at the stage of design of the solutions, but also demonstrate that we have the capabilities of the services through the full life cycles of data centers. That's what we have done. The way we're doing this today is that we either grow internally those resources or actually through some acquisitions. Most recently, Lee acquisition, the Lee technology team in the US that has provided us really the competencies, the skills to understand what's happening in the data centers and how we can operate and maintain a data center.
So, would you say, for example, we're a long way from being able to present a data center as a single SKU?
I think we have made steps toward that. Or the facility modules that we have in place, if you consider that if you want 500 kilowatt of power or 500 kilowatt of cooling, and I call that a SKU, then in this case I say we are here. After that, what is really looking for is how can we simplify internally our processes to make it really a seamless delivery of this SKU. We still have work to do. This is part of the supply chain. This is taking advantage also of the global footprint that we have and really making sure that we deliver on our integration promise, the ability to integrate our solutions together.
In the discussion about standards this morning, particularly the idea of being able to interface different manufacturers' infrastructure solutions with one another, I think everyone seemed quite unanimous that data center software absolutely has to be at the core of that in order to make sure that everything works together. Can you just say a little bit about Schneider Electric StruxureWare for data centers?
Sure. StruxureWare for data center has been one of the main investments of the past 2 or 3 years, recognizing that customers were going to be first looking at their ability to monitor, control and operate their data center from the software. We made a clear choice to be on an open base architecture and making sure that it would allow for a customer to not just operate with our software if it was our own equipment, but that it would be all of the equipments of the industry. So what of the things that we have done with StruxureWare for data center is make sure that we were clearly focusing on the energy monitoring, making sure that we were controlling, but also helping for the capacity planning of a future data center.
Laurent, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.